So today we're going to be doing smart objects in Photoshop. I'm going to replace the image on the screen on a photograph that I've taken, this one here, and I'm going to replace it with an image. And the image is going to scale to the screen and have the correct perspective. I'm going to use a photograph I've taken. Just drag it into Photoshop and it'll open up as a new document. Use rulers, drag them from the side, and this is just to aid you really. Make sure they are touching the corner. Use from the top as well and the bottom. Doesn't matter if they're slightly off kilter. When you're happy with it, create a shape. This is the shape that's going to form the basis of the smart layer or smart object. I'm going to go for green because it's a fairly obvious color, and it should snap within the square you've made from the rulers. When you've done that and you're happy with it, hide your rulers with Command::. Go down to your layers panel, right click, convert to smart object. Hold Command and you can adjust the corners when you select transform. It's Command and T to enable transform mode. Warp that perspective until it fits properly. Brilliant. Hit return and the smart object is complete. Save it. It's very important that you save it. Preferably save a copy as well. It's also very handy to name your layers. I would just call this one screen. When you've done this, double click on the layer itself. You'll see it just appears as kind of a similar shape to what you've made. This is editing the smart object directly. I'm going to grab another image, drag it in there. That'll do. My desktop wallpaper. Should fit in. Scale it to fit, and the smart object will use its proportions that you just made using the transform tool. Because of the janky perspective that my image was, this makes it a little bit more difficult. Save it, and it'll appear as a smart object. Now we're nearly done. The problem here is the image doesn't have any kind of shine on it, and it's just basically a matte image on top of a shiny screen. So I'm going to duplicate the layer, duplicate the smart object, double click in it, preferably rename it, and I'm going to remove the background and the image. The canvas will stay the same. I just need to delete this layer really. There we go. So now it's just a translucent background. I'm going to get the brush and I'm just going to make it white and loosely paint over the top to give it the illusion that it has a bit of a shine. Make sure hardness is down quite low. And your size is reasonable. There are better ways of doing this. Perfect. See, it's a bit heavy. Let's change the opacity down a bit. We've got a bit of a shine. And it's still mapped perfectly. I could do the same to the switch in the corner if I wanted to. Save it, your image is done. Congratulations.